Welcome to FiceFilm. Today we will explain the 2017 action movie Logan. This video contains major spoilers, so watch it at your own risk. The story begins in 2029 when the Wolverine known as Logan awakens in a limousine, looking scruffy. A group tried to steal his wheels when he stumbled out, so he calmly stepped in. But he was met with a gunshot. Logan painfully shows his claws, which didn't go all the way out. He battled the gang, taking a lot of hits. He brutally injured the gang before they flee. Logan is not only as powerful at 170 years old. His body's adamantium is poisoning him and his healing capacity is failing. There haven't been any mutants born in 25 years, and they are going extinct. Logan now earns a living as a chauffeur for a company. In case he ever chooses to die, he always keeps an adamantium bullet with him. One day, a woman named Gabriella approaches him. She begs him for assistance. He declines. A girl in the backseat is staring at Logan as Gabriella departs. One morning, a man named Donald Pierce gets into Logan's limousine. He claims to know Logan's involvement in the gang violence and that a person of interest named Gabriella contacted him. Logan receives a card being advised to contact Pierce upon seeing her. Gabriella has something Pierce desired. Logan went to an abandoned factory where he and the sidekick albino Caliban are babysitting Charles Xavier. Charles has a degenerative brain conditions, leaving him prone to seizures and paralyze anyone in his vicinity. Logan must give Xavier a serum to restrict its occurrence, but the dosages frequently makes him senile. Xavier has been depressed, claiming that Logan is merely waiting for his death. Later, Logan and Caliban begin fighting. Caregiving for Xavier is challenging, says Caliban. Logan leaves enraged and drives to a motel to meet clients. There he meets Gabriella again with the child she claims to be Laura, her 11-year-old daughter. She makes Logan an offer of $50,000 to assist Laura in traveling to Eden, giving him an envelope containing the coordinates and $20,000. Logan agrees grudgingly and departs, tricking Xavier into coming with him. He goes back to the motel and discovers Laura missing and Gabriella dead. Logan learned Gabriella planned to text him to get moving because they had been located. When Logan finally gets home, he discovered Laura in his trunk. Xavier welcomes the child and persuades Logan to aid her. Pierce, however, knocks on their door, persisting to find Laura. Laura eventually knocked him out when he tried to enter. Caliban drove Pierce to the desert to leave him. However, a group of elites shows up as Caliban wagons Pierce's body. Pierce was saved and Caliban is taken prisoner. While Logan and the rest wait outside, the elites go back to the plant where Laura was eating. They can all hear gunfire and screams from inside. When Laura finally went out, she throws an elite's head at Pierce's feet. She then attacked the elites with 2 claws from each hand and 1 from each foot with Logan's help. Xavier, Laura, and Logan flee the scene. Meanwhile, to force Caliban to use his abilities to find the trio, he is tortured. Logan asks about Laura's identity. When Logan searches through Gabriella's phone, he discovers a video disclosing she once worked for Transigen in the genetics division. But before the video ends, the phone dies. To restock, they made a stop at the store. When the store employee tries to stop Laura from shoplifting, she almost attacks him before Logan steps in and says, "Not okay." He then departs with a tobacco and phone charger. Logan then viewed the reminder of Gabriella's video. It reveals Gabriella's involvement in testing new mutant kits with the goal of developing super soldiers. The kits were born with DNA from renowned mutants. Many times, the experiment subjects disobeyed order, so they decided to murder them to end the experiment. Eden, located in Canada, was chosen as their escape plan. Gabriella affirms that she is not Laura's mom, but she still cherishes her. She wished Logan will protect her because he's her biological father. Logan discovers Laura reading an X-Men comics when they are staying in a hotel. The book contains Eden's coordinates. He believes the entire journey to be a joke. He confronts Laura, telling that X-Men stories are made up, angering Xavier. Logan left and goes downstairs, where he saw the elites in the area. Suddenly, Logan realizes Xavier is having seizures as everyone went immobilized. Logan makes an effort to reach Xavier where the elites have discovered them. Before injecting Xavier, Logan kills the elites and they flee again. The incident was covered by the news, which mentions a similar incident in another town. Moments later, they swerve to avoid a truck loaded with horses. Logan is convinced by Xavier to use his telepathic abilities to transport the horses. Introducing himself as Will, the driver, joined by his wife Catherine and son Nate, was aided by Logan in pushing their vehicle. Xavier accepts Catherine's invitations to have dinner with him. Logan wants to leave after dinner, but Catherine suggests they should stay another night. Logan agreed in concern for Xavier, lifting him to bed. Will and Logan venture outside to fix their damaged water supply. Suddenly, a group of thugs, led by the landlord, confronts them. He badges Will about unpaid bills, but Logan frightens them away by hitting them with rifles and breaking them in two. Meanwhile, Xavier in bed notices Logan walking in. He begs him to be patient with Laura and apologizes for his seizure at his Westchester school, leading to the X-Men's demise. Logan appears to drive his claws into Xavier's chest. Laura strikes him, realizing it's actually the ruthless clone of Logan, the X-24. Laura is kidnapped while Nate and Catherine were murdered. As Logan drags Xavier downstairs, he assures him that it wasn't him who did this. Meanwhile, Caliban is isolated in a fan outside. In vengeance for their humiliations, the thugs showed up at the house, but X-24 murders them. Logan carried Xavier to the truck where he died. Logan then finally attacked X-24. At the same time, Caliban retaliates and detonates grenades, sacrificing his life. Logan is on the verge of being defeated when Will ran over the mutant and pins him. Will fires X-24 before turning the rifle on Logan. Will went unconscious as the rifle ran out of ammunition. Laura and Logan drive off with Xavier's body. The next morning, Dr. Rice, the chief experimenter, injects X-24 for healing purposes. Charles is buried by Logan in the forest. He then started crushing the truck until he went unconscious. Logan awakens in a medical facility. The doctor admits to knowing Logan's identity and intends to help. Logan declines and left with Laura. She began speaking, saying "You're welcome" in Spanish, as he reluctantly thanked her. Logan wonders why she hasn't spoken previously as Laura begins to rattle off the names of her mutant friends. As Laura persists to meet up with her friends in Eden, Logan agrees but only to disprove Eden's existence. Logan is nearly unconscious and they are barely making it, so Laura had to take over the wheel. Logan and Laura eventually found a place to rest alongside the mutant kids they had encountered. Logan was annoyed when the kids shaved his beard while he was sleeping. Logan receives a transition serum from the mutant kid Richter to energize him, but he is cautioned to limit its usage. Logan informed Laura that he has completed his task and that it was better for him to depart because everyone he loves passes away. Laura says with resentment that everything will be alright. Prepared to go, Logan notices that the elites have overtaken the kids. As the elites take the kids, Logan runs to intervene. Despite the children's abilities, they were outnumbered. Logan murders the elites after injecting the regenerative agent. He confronted Dr. Rice, who is holding the kids at gunpoint. Rice admits that a man Wolverine slaughtered was his father. Rice acknowledges that he is to blame for the mutant extinction. Logan shoots him dead and then pursues Pierce. Logan, however, battles his clone X-24 when he was unleashed. The kids team up against Pierce once they realize he has power over X-24 and utilizes their abilities to attack him. Logan was then impaled by X-24 when his serum fades off, killing Logan. To kill X-24, Laura shot him with Logan's adamantium bullet. Laura ran towards Logan. He instructs Laura to escape with the others. She sobs and calls him daddy. Holding her daughter's hand, Logan passed away. Logan is buried by the kids beneath a crucifix. Laura turns the cross over so that it resembles an X, representing the death of the last X-Men.